All right, today we're going to fill a buret and rinse a buret. So we're going to go back to this video when you need help with that. In your side cabinet is a ring stand and a buret clamp. You're going to slide that over here and make sure it's attached well. The buret fits in there, but you don't want to fill it in there because it would be above your head, and if anything pours out, it will come down in your face. So make sure the buret's closed. That's this way, closed. Pour some of the solution out of the bottle you want to fill the buret with into a beaker with a pour spout. Otherwise it overfills and splashes and you'll miss. Use a funnel. Put the funnel in and then hold the buret so the funnel is like that off of the surface. Otherwise it fills real slowly and all of a sudden you'll have a bunch in there when you don't think you did. And then pour a little bit of what you want to pour in. And I've just made this green so we can see it. And it's a few milliliters. Take the funnel out. Find the easiest sink location, little through the tip, because that wets that. And then turn it on its side and roll it so that the solution wets down the whole surface. That way, if there's water or something else that somebody's left in there, that helps get rid of that, because that would interfere with your lab. You want to do that twice. Rinse it twice, and then go back and fill it and get ready to use it. Filling it, again, the funnel will hold more than you think, so you want it to pour right through the funnel, and by holding it this way, you can get it to do that. I don't know why we have bubbles today, just to interfere with my video, I guess. So you fill it pretty much, but when you fill it again, the tip isn't filled. So you got to go over and make sure the tip fills and make sure any bubbles that are lasting in there, because sometimes they form down here and you're not getting a proper reading then, are in there. And then you push fit. And again, when I push fit, I push out the center thing and it just kind of snaps in there. So once it's snapped in there, you take an initial reading up here and then you take a final reading when you lose some or use some into a container, and then you're ready to go. So that's filling a buret. When we're done with our burets, we really need to rinse them, because when you take it out, you got to be careful again. If you leave solution that's in there that has ions in it, they build up and they clog the buret. Then it won't work next time you want to use it. So when I want to empty this stuff, I come over to the sink again. It's slow if you let it all run through here. Slow, you got to wait. Or you can turn it over, make sure the opening's over that, and it pours right through. Then you'd like to get rid of most of that if you can. Water is good for that. Like what I'm going to do is just pour a bunch of water all the way up to the top. And then you'd like to let that run through. Again, it's pretty slow when you let it run through, so I'm going to put my finger over it and turn it over and let the water out. Now, because a lot of times when we're using burets, we use sodium hydroxide. Anytime you do, I also want you to rinse it with some acid. And over here I have an acid bottle. And again, I'm not going to pour out of the acid bottle. I'm going to pour into a beaker. A little acid. Put a funnel in. Hold the funnel up. Pour the acid, and it doesn't take much, into the buret. And again, let it run through the tip. As it runs through the tip, it gets rid of all that sodium hydroxide that really gunks that up. So we got rid of most of our solution. We rinsed it with water. We rinse it with acid. And the last thing again, before you put away a buret, is to rinse it with some water again. That's the easy part.